The haunting mystery of Aokigahara Forest. In the shadow of Mount Fuji lies a dense, twisted woodland known as Aokigahara Forest, or the Sea of Trees. This forest is infamous for its unsettling silence, as the thick canopy above absorbs sound, leaving an eerie, oppressive stillness. The place feels like it's waiting, holding its breath in anticipation of something sinister. Locals have long whispered that the forest is cursed, a place where tortured souls come to escape the pain of the living world. For centuries, it has been a destination for the desperate, and hundreds of bodies have been found among its darkened pathways. Despite this, visitors still arrive, drawn to the isolation or perhaps the promise of oblivion. One evening, a group of friends dared each other to spend a night in the forest. They brought flashlights and a sense of bravado, thinking the stories were exaggerated. As they ventured deeper, the air grew thicker, and the towering trees closed in around them, almost as if the forest was swallowing them whole. They tried to laugh off their growing unease, but every step seemed to pull them further from the familiar, from safety. Hours passed, and their path became unclear. The forest had a way of twisting in on itself, making even experienced hikers lose their bearings. The friends thought they had been walking in a straight line, but they kept returning to the same gnarled tree, its roots clawing into the earth like skeletal hands. Panic began to set in as night fell, bringing with it a suffocating darkness. Suddenly, the stillness was shattered by a faint, distant sound. A soft cry, barely audible, carried through the trees. One of the group swore they saw a figure standing just at the edge of their vision, but when they shined their flashlight in its direction, nothing was there. Yet the air was heavy with a presence, something unseen but undeniably watching. Desperation took hold, and they quickened their pace, but no matter how fast they moved, the forest seemed to stretch endlessly before them. That strange sound followed them, growing louder, closer. It wasn't a cry anymore. It was a low, mournful wail. One by one, the group began to unravel, convinced that something was hunting them, something far worse than any predator of flesh and blood. One of the friends broke down, screaming that they had to leave now, that the forest was alive, that it wanted them. The others tried to calm him, but his fear infected them all. Their only thought was to get out, but it was too late. The trees, the shadows, the silence. Everything felt hostile, as if the forest itself had become a living entity, feeding off their terror. Then one of them vanished. In a blink, she was gone, as though she had been swallowed by the trees. No one had seen her leave. No one had heard a sound. They called her name, their voices trembling, but only the oppressive silence answered. They ran, blind with fear, until they finally burst free of the forest. Gasping for breath, they turned back, but there was no sign of their friend. Search parties were formed the next day, but no trace of her was ever found. Some believe she wandered too far and got lost, her body claimed by the forest like so many others. But the survivors tell a different story, that something in Aokigahara took her, a malevolent force that prowls beneath the trees, waiting for those who dare to enter and lose their way.
Enjoyed the content? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more awesome videos your way. Don't forget to click the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest uploads. Thanks for watching.